Hello, hello.
What's going on, y'all? It's Dania DeFrance,
Deanna Montori, and you're listening to Double Talk
Podcast.
What it do?
What's going on? How you feeling?
You know, I feel good. Good. No complaints here on this beautiful Tuesday that we're having. The sun
Welcome
is shining.
to Gemini season.
It's officially Gemini season. So sad to see Taurus season go. I love our season. However,
That's our season too.
I love Gemini season too, but this year just seemed like Taurus season really flew by.
Yeah.
But yes, we have crossed over officially to Taurus season. I mean,
look, we want it to be Taurus season.
Obviously, I want to redo. It's okay.
But officially
in Gemini season. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the energy is bright. It's sunny. It's warm outside. I don't have any complaints.
Yeah,
I'm home. I got to work from home today, so it was great.
That's what's up. Yeah. So I mean, I'm feeling it today, and I'm just so happy that I could talk about this because I have something on my chest.
Oh, I can hear it in your tongue.
I got something on my chest. So I got a question for you. Okay, we're gonna open up and we just gonna jump right to it. Do others perceive you differently than you are? That's the question at hand.
Okay.
Do you feel that others perceive you differently than you are?
Of course. Yes, I do.
I agree. So that's the question. But let me just ask you this, then.
She has a two-part.
Let's start with this. How do you see yourself?
It's challenging to put that into words.
Same. I can agree. But if you could. And it's not like no elevator speech where you got to be like, oh, I'm this and this is what I'm
not trying to sell myself to the companies.
Yeah. No selling of the self, but if you could.
Vaguely, I think that I am a hidden gem. I think that I am hidden in plain sight, but I know how raw I am, and I purposely don't allow myself to be seen all the way. So I see myself as some type of hidden weapon. Okay. But I don't expect anyone else to see me that way because they wouldn't know because it's hidden.
Right. Now tie in like your personality. Like what would you say your personality is?
I mean, I think I'm one of the funniest people there is out there, but I also think that I am very wise. I believe that I am classy is one of my favorite words to describe myself as. I am responsible. I am organized. I am all of these things that I am not trying to get a job based off of these descriptions. But yes, that is how I see myself because that is how I am because I know what I do.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna jump in so the next part can be on the same level too. I'm pretty sure that people don't see me how I see myself, but I'm not gonna even claim shyness no more. I'm gonna start claiming just more reserve.
Baby, I stopped claiming shyness after I read the definition. I hated it. I said, "Oh no, this is not me," and this is why you have to look up the definition of words. Yeah. It said shy, inferior to, and I said inferior. I thought it meant a little scared. Inferior. I said, yeah, nah, baby, I'm not. I don't resonate. So very much so reserved as well.
Yes, reserved. However, when I feel, I could say safe. When I feel safe, when I feel comfortable, I'm very loud.
Very loud, loudest girl.
I'm loud. I love to have a good time. So I remember a lot of people used to, because I used to be like, I'm funny too. So a lot of people used to say that you funny, I'm silly.
You are silly.
Yeah.
I am funny.
Yeah. But I still want to claim funny. I'm funny.
I'm trying to remember the last time you made me laugh.
Are you serious?
Ugh. You are silly though.
I'm
silly. You're
goofy.
Silly and loud and goofy.
Yes.
Yeah, a goofy.
Just playing. So mean. Put mean under your description.
It's okay.
But yes, so reserved. Definitely when I feel safe and comfortable, I feel more in my youth. So my youth is very playful.
Yeah.
So I can play around with those that I really feel safe with.
Childlike.
I'm just not. Yeah, very childlike. But I'm not just like out
childish.
Here
Childlike, but not childish.
Yes.
Same.
Very childlike, not childish. But okay, what else? I mean, I also feel like, who am I? Very talented, very gifted, very colorful, very creative. Oh, very, very creative. So creative that I don't even realize how creative I am because of my comfort. I feel like I stay in what I'm used to rather than tapping into new things more often. So that's why I love that I picked up henna, because henna is really a new form of art that I can express in. So very creative. I love art. I love creating with my hands. I love being around a lot of live energy. I love live music, so I love to dance and stuff. So I like to move. I would say that I'm just a very spontaneous person.
Okay.
Right? However,
I get reserved for sure. Of course, people wouldn't think that, but on the flip side, when what's the question again? I want us to answer for each other, because I think it'll be easier for us to say how other people may perceive us.
That's the next part. So it's how do you see yourself, and then the next part is how do you think other people see you.
But I'm saying, instead of me answering how I think other people see me, I'm gonna answer for how other people see you.
That's fine.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So,
but I feel like I don't think we really hit it good enough on how do you see yourself.
That's because it's challenging to really grasp and describe how you see yourself in words, because you just living as you.
Yes, true. But then you also
I know it is
yourself.
for me.
I'm not saying it's easy for me to just say it, but at the same time you with yourself. So it's certain things that a lot of people, even if they can their perception of you is close to you, it's still certain things they still won't even be close to. And that's what you are in your room. That's what you are when you by yourself. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what are those things that you would add to your description of who you are?
So you want me to say more?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just maybe like 2 more things. When I'm thinking about 2 more things, it's not easy to just, some people can't just be off the quick of the dome and just be like, oh, I'm this. This is how I see myself. However, I'm ready for this conversation.
Yeah, I was going to say, I also think that people can perceive themselves
and be incorrect.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
for sure. So that's why I'm just like, I'm not trying to. It's not like I wrote it down on something. I'm ready for the podcast to say this is who I am. So I'm really actually taking myself in and thinking and perceiving myself in my newness. So it's just like, it's so easy to be like, oh, this is who I am, but that's who you have been. That's not who you are right now. So well,
I'm still getting in tune with who I am.
Okay.
I'm still getting in tune with who I am, but basically what I've stated before is that. But also, I'm a very comfortable person. I like to be relaxed. I like to sit and soak in comfort. Like, I just love to chill. I love to chill.
Yeah, same.
I love to chill. I think I'm also serious when I need to be serious, but very much so childlike. Because when I'm around our people, I'm just like that child energy. I feel like I'm in 6th grade or something and I'm like, should I calm down? I'll be like, no,
stop.
This how I am with my people. You feel me? And so I'm able to be that childlike version of myself.
And that's what I was thinking about with the podcast. It's like it's going to be so many people that tune in and probably know us individually or even know us. No, I'm gonna just keep it at the individual part of how they see us, and then when they tap in, they're gonna be like, this is how they talk. But it's like, this is how we talk together. Like, this is how we talk. So it's like really coming in and really feeling how, as twins, as sisters, this is what you get when we together. Yeah. But not in a room. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, as we're, in a way, this podcast is showing how our relationship is, how we talk to each other. Because, we talk like this with our people, and we can talk like this in other spaces, but at the same time, I'm not going to be identical to anybody else in conversation how I am with you.
Oh, yeah, for sure not. Yeah. They're not me.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, what's the question again?
Do others perceive you differently than you are? The question we both answered is already yes. Others do perceive us individually differently than we are. So now, from your perspective, for me,
okay, this is going to be for people who straight off the back see you and think that they know you based off your social media. Is how I'm going spin it?
Let's do that.
Okay. Very much so. I know they think you stuck up and arrogant.
Okay.
She thinks she too cute for sure.
Okay.
Most likely cocky. These are all not good things. It's not bad, but it's just like, this is very like big headed. Let's stick with those for now.
Okay.
We can circle back. All right.
Ooh, I don't disagree with you though. I definitely don't.
We know this is facts though.
And then the third part can be how we think others perceive us.
Ain't that the question we answer now?
But I'm doing you. I'm not doing myself.
Oh, I'm saying and then swap. Yeah.
Okay, so how others perceive you. I would say, this might hurt.
That's okay.
Okay. Some might perceive you as boring.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Baby, I don't care.
Boring, quiet, intelligent.
Just the glasses, babe.
Let me see. Hardworking. Let me see.
It's the boring for me. Boring girl.
Some may also think that you think you all high and mighty.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When I'm not at work.
Yes.
When
you pop out.
When I'm out, yeah, I'm sure.
Mighty.
It's the fan.
High and mighty. You can also get, I don't think this is the word I'm supposed to use, but I will say people will be intimidated with your boss energy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like when you outside, people will be intimidated with you. So people may think that you are
the same thing that I just said. Are you
arrogant? Because the way that you handle business is very straightforward. It's not a emotional based type of response. So it's not like you trying to hurt somebody's feelings. It's just like
straight facts, business.
This
is business, not personal. So I don't play
really
that.
On some like, okay,
yeah, rude. She ain't want to smile. No, I wouldn't give rude because it don't matter what like if I'm at work or if I'm out or I'm dressed up real nice. I please and thank you all the time.
For sure.
I have manners and etiquette, but
and that's what I want to add to mine of how I know. Well, how I know I am, but I'm sweet.
Yeah, that's how you perceive yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah. Me too. I think I'm one of the kindest people ever.
I know I'm one of the sweetest people.
Yeah, I'm sweet, but I'm spicy too.
I love that sweet and spicy. Now that Sour Patch Kid. I ain't sour, but I ain't sour though. But it's still just like I stick with that sweet and spicy.
Yeah, sweet and spicy. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
separately.
Okay, I'll go for me how I think people perceive me, and I'm it's basically gonna be what you said. I know because when I say, and it's because I be minding my business and I don't be talking to people. I just be if I'm at work, I'm focused on work. And so I know people just think I'm quiet and to myself and might be uncomfortable and nervous and scared until we get into the meeting and I'm asking questions on why am I doing this? And I never forget. And these things used to be me, which is the thing. So it still looked like that on the outside. I used to be uncomfortable. I used to be scared. I used to be nervous. I did used to be boring too. I used to be those things. So it's just like, that was me. So when I first started working at the job that I'm working at now, I was quiet and uncomfortable at my desk. Okay. Until I activated my voice. I'll never forget. We was in a team meeting and I had some questions because I think it was basically, they was asking us to do something that wasn't on my job description. And like you said, I don't play when it comes to business. And I know if I'm signing up for duties, those are the duties that I'm doing. Y'all not paying me to do the duties that's not on this list. And so I asked a question. And when I say everybody turned around and was like, whose voice is that? I didn't know she talked like that. I don't play. I do my work. I focus. If I don't have nothing to say, I'm not going to say it. But when I do have something to say, I want to make sure that everybody hears me. And so it was those moments where I had to activate my voice. But I do think that before I start speaking and people hear me speak, they like, oh, she's just one of the quiet girls in the back. No, I'm just minding my business. That's all. I'm just minding my business. But very much so, two versions. So at work, very much so quiet, stay in the house. I just want to work and maybe work my way up to the top of this job and be the best worker that I can be. Outside, I think people might perceive me as stuck up, this is when I'm done up. You feel me? Maybe stuck up, arrogant, because I walk with my chin up high, and you know, I I carry myself well when I'm outside. This is for me. I'm not trying to make nobody else feel bad, but you can't help how people perceive you, and that is why we are here today. So yeah, basically that, either born on one side of the spectrum, work side, and then while I'm outside, probably like who she thinks she is. Or you have the nice people that be like, oh my goodness, she's so cute, she might be mean, and then I say something and they be like, oh my goodness, you are so nice, I never would have thought you was nice like this. Well, why wouldn't you? I'm a sweet little angel.
Yeah. Okay,
you,
my turn. You hit it on the head, of course. I'm going to do both sides, especially if you just looking at me. I know that I may have a resting B face, okay? Biff face, okay? B-I-T-C-H face. I understand. It's the eyebrows.
It's
now
the eyebrows.
it's definitely the eyebrows, and now I guess it's the cheekbones since they want to come
and it's
in.
the jaw structure too.
It's the face.
It's because it's the scopeness of your face.
Yeah,
Picasso.
Yeah, so it looks very just on some like, why you looking at me? And the way that I feel my face, it just feels very just like here. Like I don't feel like I'm frowning. I don't feel like I'm mean mugging. I'm just here. And so when I be seeing either a snapshot of me, like a random just little flick of me, or some people may come up and ask me, I'm just like, what you mean?
You be like, that's how my face look?
Literally, I be surprised every single
don't let
time.
you have sunglasses on.
Oh,
yeah.
Mean diva.
Mean girl, yeah.
Mean
diva, yeah.
Yeah, I get diva all the time, baby. Diva. And it's always certain. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, I can talk about this. The way I'm perceived, I don't have to open my mouth. Just the way I look, people instantly put me in that box of, oh, she thinks she all that. Oh, she's a diva. Oh, she's only about this, her image,
her looks,
her this, and just like, and don't let me be walking with my head high and confident that my strut on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered something.
What?
For me,
go ahead.
I feel like people also might perceive me as living in your shadow. Yeah. Ooh. Just because like I'm not, and we're gonna get back to you, Dania, but just because like I might not be, what I'm doing ain't as out as like your
as colorful. I don't want to
entire
say
career.
Right.
It's just not as showy isn't the word that I'm going to use, but showy is the word that's on my mind, because it's just like your portfolio is such a external forefront thing. Yeah. You feel me? And I feel like people probably would be like, "Oh, Deanna,
yeah,
she's gonna make it because Dania's gonna take them to the top, baby."
Right. But in reality,
reality,
two totally different individuals that's going up on their own time, on their own speed, and now we really have a middle part where we going together. So it's like, at the end of the day, we already to the top. We already up and around.
Up and away.
It's no stopping it. So it's like, to know that we already destined for greatness, like that's the reason why we really was placed together to be twins, because of how great we both are individually. But dang, no, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that for sure. And it's so interesting too, because growing up, I was your shadow.
For a small piece.
Yeah. But still, it's just like, going back, you were very, very outgoing, the most talkative, and I would watch that memory just really stay in my head when mommy told us about it, where she was like, we was at the one of our friends' birthday parties growing up, and you was having a ball, and I watched from a distance, and I was having a great time with watching you have fun. And I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to move, but I had a great time at the party because my sister was having a great time. I really wasn't the one. Deanna was my partner in crime. Okay, she was the one that I wanted to play with, wanted to have fun with. So it's like, when I started to have get my voice, or get a little bit of confidence, you know, I moved around and found my comfort with my own group of friends. Even though we shared friends, we still had our own separate friends, and then we all came together. But like, I still was we just was each other's shadow for a moment.
We was each other's comfort.
Yeah.
So we was just always there.
Right. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's a twin thing.
It's also a sister thing.
Yeah.
It's a family thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway.
Back to me. I really feel like when people see me, it may not be so negative on purpose, but it's because of how my energy is so loud without me forcing it. The words come out negative. You get what I'm saying? The words come out negative. But I would say she looked mean. She looked like she not gonna speak back. She not going to, I don't know, be nice. So it's just like when I do show more than just my artistry within my modeling, that's where Step come in, when I'm actually community based and it's for me first. But when I share myself and share my safe spaces with other people be so surprised, like, wow,
this is you?
Yeah. And it's a beautiful feeling. So it's just like when you actually meet me in real time, it's just like, I don't even want to tell nobody who I am. You just gonna have to come feel it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Facts.
That's it. So yes, other people definitely do perceive us differently.
Okay, I have a question. Why do you think that most people's perception of others initially is negative? Or even just perception in general, because some people can still meet you and still perceive you as not a good person.
In a way, I want to say projection. I feel like sometimes the human, like, we can't really run away from it, but I feel like sometimes when you and your human, you naturally don't even want to like some. Oh, how can I say this?
I get what you're saying.
Oh, and that's another thing too with the twin thing. Sometimes when I can't get out my words, Deanna understands what I'm saying before I say it, and she can explain it. I love that. But let me try to explain it.
Oh, I wasn't gonna.
I feel like even if people like something, they don't even want to admit that they like it.
Okay.
Or enjoy it right off bat. It's more relatable to not like something or dislike something or say something negative. More people can relate to that negative conversation versus something positive.
Yeah.
So like, it's easy to walk down the street and be like, oh, why he walking like that? But it's harder or not seen as much for somebody to walk down the street and be like, oh my goodness, excuse me real quick, you look so beautiful. And keep it walking. Because sometimes when you hear somebody give a compliment, they do it on the sly. Like they just be walking and they just be like,
oh, she cute, instead of telling her.
I like her outfit.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know if I actually really enjoy something or like something, I'm gonna be like, you look good. I like that. Oh, you okay, look at you.
So
I feel like it's easier or just more conditioned for real in us to either project or to just say something negative because you don't want to admit that you actually like something because it may take away from yourself. You may feel like it may take away from yourself, but it doesn't. It's just like, okay, if you actually really enjoy how this person look, you don't have to think you ugly.
Right. It's not taking nothing away from you.
It doesn't take away from yourself. But some people think it do.
That, and I was
without
gonna say,
even realizing
it really comes from. Everything stems from how everybody was raised, because how you see people being judged is how you're going to be judged if that's the energy that you're around. So like you said, if you see somebody that's looking nice, you're going to let them know, oh my goodness, you look so nice. Meanwhile, some people would rather just sit on the side and be like, she look good, but I ain't going to say nothing because I'm not going to geek her head up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Everything starts at home, but it also it stems from the person. So your perception of how you see others is going to start with how you see yourself. And some people can see people doing well, have a good attitude, striving for greatness, and not to say you have to give people their props, because you really don't. People going to live their life regardless. But it's just like, if you see someone doing well and say you not doing well, it's more challenging to accept them doing well. You just gonna see it as they think they better than everybody or something. So it really is unfortunately, when people see other people, they're comparing themselves to when it can just be like, wow, they doing their thing.
It don't have nothing
to do with you. And you lose nothing by acknowledging what you see in other people, and that also helps you. I know I had a moment where like and I wouldn't sometimes you feel feelings and you just don't have the words to say what it is. But I remember I was looking at somebody page on Instagram, you know, people just used to pop up on the explore page, and I felt some type of way inside, and I'm just like, why do you feel some type of way? You feel me? And you have to sit with the feelings to be like, why? And you'd be like, dang, shorty living the life. You feel me? And until you realize like, she living the life. Why are you feeling some type of way about her living the life? Because I'm not living the life. Oh, so it's something that you got a problem. So now you take that, and instead of hating, using hateration, use it as inspiration to be like, wow, she's doing her thing. She's motivating me or inspiring me to do my thing too. Right. You feel me? So that's how I look at it. If I see something, I'm going to be like, wow, that's what's up. Or that's motivating. Or that just inspired me. I didn't even think that I wanted to strive for that or strive for this. Or it, not even on no materialistic type stuff, but I'm just like, wow, she's really positive. Or she's really friendly to strangers. And it takes a lot to say something to a stranger, because people be like, what if they mean? But tell that lady she got a nice coat. It ain't gonna take nothing away from you. Right. You feel me? But it does. It starts within to be like, what am I trying to say, girl?
Hey, let me just jump in real quick. That's the perception too. Like, even though I like that the flip that you just did with the inspiration and seeing things, but that's perception, or you're perceiving the person that you get inspired by. Like, oh, she doing her thing. Yeah. How you know?
That's true. She might not be doing her thing.
And then that's another thing that adds on to another thing. It's just like, yeah, she's showing what she got, or she's showing the great things that's going on in her business, but you don't even know what she did to get that.
Right.
And yeah, she can flaunt it. Yeah, she should be showing out because she just was struggling, or she just was sick on bed rest,
right,
or this, or you just never know what somebody is going through or getting through. So it's just like, it's great to have. It's perception, and being perceived can work for the good and work for the bad. So it's just like, yes, what am I trying to say, girl?
Why is she yelling?
You naturally judge people from the first time you meet them, but you will never know who somebody is unless you are them. Period, point blank. Because even my friends are still getting to know me.
It's true.
Even my mom is still getting
I'm
to
still
know
getting
me.
to know
I'm
you.
still getting to know.
Because as we grow, we change.
Yeah.
And so you would never even be the same as you was yesterday, because you're learning.
Exactly. So it's great, yes, how perception can influence in a positive way. But at the same time, even when it's a positive thing, we're still perceiving.
Yeah.
We will never know. But I forgot what you had said, but I really, really, really want to comment on it. So
about the inspiration thing. Okay, but no, I do want to say that I did have to look up the official definition of perceive, just so that we can know, because the dictionary is our friend. It says to recognize, discern, envision, or understand. So when me reading that, perception is a thing that's never going to stop. Because when you see somebody, naturally our minds try to envision or try to recognize something in them, regardless if it's true or not. You feel me? And that's why everyone is going to perceive you differently. Your parents going to perceive you one way. Your friends, your lovers, your people at work, everybody is going to perceive you differently based on
how they see the world.
How they see the world, yes, but just it's so many different versions of us, and we'll never know the versions of ourselves in anyone else's heads. Like, you just won't. So perception isn't a bad thing, you feel me? But I do think as people that I know, I try to keep my perception of everybody positive unless I see otherwise, because I don't have no reason to be thinking negative about nobody in my head. You feel me? I feel like as a person living to be a human, baby, it's hard out here. Not to say I feel like everybody living a hard life, but I understand that life is filled with lessons and challenges and obstacles. And I'm just like, we all out here. I perceive everybody as a human living their experience. Like, whoa.
Yeah, same. And that's why knowing how my life is, I use that for my outside world and have so much grace. So it's just like, I know I'm getting through some stuff. Right. I know my life is not perfect. Right. I know this and this and this and that. Why would I be moving any type of way that will affect somebody worse. Like, you know, even more. Like, it's just so much is going on.
Yeah.
It could be so much positive stuff going on too, but like, you already know negative things affect us the most.
Yeah.
And it's going to always be ups and downs. So why, if I know my life contains a lot of ups and downs, everybody going through that. We might not know what you're going through, but everybody going through an up and down. So why wouldn't I want to shine more light and love?
Yeah.
But going out here just wanting to be mean or rude, it's just like, I'm just going to continue to do what makes me feel good. And that's being love, like for real. And so I'm not looking for the worst in people. I'm really not. If I can't help but to see the worst in you, you're not around me.
Yeah.
So if I'm going around, and that's how I like that we do this too so naturally. It's like when we around people, we instantly get ideas for them. Like, oh, you're great at this. You should do this. Or wow, you're really amazing.
We give our props to our people for sure.
It's real. But even with people we don't know, we just now meeting, it's like we naturally see how grand they are.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's just how our mind works, though, and that's why everybody is differently. Because straight off the back, I don't know, I can just see greatness for everybody. You feel me? And so it's just like, as soon as I catch a spark or I'm in a conversation, I'm just letting people know how raw I just perceived them. They're gonna be like, whoa, I ain't even feel that for me, but it's just like, that's what I feel for you. You feel me? So that's why I'm just like, perception isn't a bad thing. It's not. You feel me? But it's just like, when people perceive you differently, or when people perceive you, when they do perceive you in a more negative sense, it doesn't put a damper on you, but it's just like, why? But you can never figure out why, the whys in the house for other people. Yeah. Really. Don't waste your time with it. You feel me? But it's something that's never gonna stop. You're always gonna perceive people.
It's not. I just know it starts to, in a way, it's getting more fun, because the more and more that I'm growing as myself with community, nobody will ever know who I am for real.
I was just gonna say, I love that. No one will ever be able to perceive me. I love to be a surprise. I love to. Yeah. I just love it. They'd be like, wait a minute, wait. Yeah. What?
Wait, you like that type of me? I know it's so many people. Now this is being perceived for us as twins. So many people don't like cursing around us. Yeah. So many people don't like talking about,
gossiping, or talking about like reality TV.
Things that's like, so quote unquote worldly, and it's just kept far away from us. But we just like, y'all. Yeah. Come on,
we human too, y'all. Come on, please. I want to hear.
And we indulge in conversation, but we don't allow what the conversation is about to affect us in our world. Like, we just have a nice balance with being human and being spiritual, like knowing who we are and not being of this world. We in this world, so it's okay. You can be yourself if that's what you want to talk about. I mean, I appreciate it because it's respect, but at the same time, if that's who you are, go ahead, speak your piece. I don't have to agree with you. I don't even have to really say a word. But at the same time, do your thing.
Do your thing, chicken wing.
So we can close out.
Yes.
But this was a really great conversation for real to have, and it's honestly very layered. This can be so many different conversations. But as we close out, I just really want to say, at the end of the day, nobody will ever know who you are. But the most important thing is for you to know who you are. It don't matter what people think. It don't matter what people say. But it matters how you feel about yourself, what you say about yourself, what you think about yourself. So make sure that how you perceive yourself, your perception of yourself, fit exactly who you want to be.
Yep.
Okay? All right. Now, we out. It's Dania DeFrance.
And Deanna Montori.
And
this Double Talk podcast. We will catch y'all on the next one.
Peace and love.
Goodbye.